Welcome to the Inspirational Living Podcast. A special thanks to our new patrons, Melissa Pascal, Andre Oropeza, Sayanai Kute, William Elliott, and Mandy and Stephen Ponte. If you would like to become our patron and receive a private podcast feed with full transcripts to every episode, please visit livinghour.org/patron. Now on to today's reading, which was edited and adapted from The Royal Path of Life by T.L. Haines and L.W. Yaggy, published in 1882. What you can affect depends on what you are. You put your whole self into all that you do. If that self be small, petty, and mean, your life work is paltry. Your words have no force. Your influence has no weight. If that self be true and high, pure and kind, vigorous and forceful, your strokes become blows, your notes staccatos, your work massive, your influence strong. You can do what you will. Whatever your position, you are a power. You are felt as a grand spirit. You are as one having true authority. Character creates confidence in people in every station of life. Character is also capital, and much surer to yield full returns than any other capital, for it is unaffected by panics and failures, and fruitful when all other investments lie dormant. There are trying and perilous circumstances in life, which show how valuable and important a good character is. It is a sure and strong staff of support when everything else fails. It is the Acropolis which remains impregnable, imparting security and peace when all the other defenses have been surrendered to the enemy. The higher walks of life are treacherous and dangerous, the lower full of obstacles and impediments. We can only be secure in either by maintaining those principles which are just, praiseworthy, and pure, and which inspire bravery in ourselves and confidence in others. Truthfulness, integrity, goodness. When you possess these qualities, united with strength of purpose, you carry with them a power which is irresistible. You are strong to do good. You are strong to resist evil. You are strong to bear up under difficulty and misfortune. It is in misfortune that the character of the upright person shines forth with the greatest luster, for when all else fails, we may stand upon our integrity and our courage. Strength of character consists of two things: power of will and power of self-restraint. It requires two things, therefore, for its existence: strong feelings and a strong command over them. Now it is here where we often make a great mistake. We mistake strong feelings for strong character. A man whose frown causes others to tremble, and whose bursts of fury make underlings quake, we call strong because he has his will obeyed, and his own way in all things. But the truth is, he is a weak man. It is his passions that are strong. He, mastered by them, is weak. You must measure the strength of people by the power of the feelings that they subdue, not by the power of those feelings which subdue them. Hence, composure is very often the highest result of strength. Have we never seen someone receive a flagrant insult, only to smile and reply quietly? That is a person who is spiritually strong. Or have we never seen someone in anguish stand as if carved out of solid rock, mastering themselves? Or someone bearing a hopeless daily trial remain silent and never complain to the world? That is strength. The individual who, with strong passions, remains chaste, the person who, with deep emotions, is provoked and yet restrains themselves and forgives, these are the strong men and women, the spiritual heroes. The truest criterion of a person's character and conduct is invariably to be found in the opinion of their nearest friends and family, who, having daily and hourly opportunities of forming a judgment of them, will not fail in doing so. It is a far higher testimony in your favor for you to secure the esteem and love of a few individuals within the privacy of your own home than the good opinion of hundreds in your immediate neighborhood, or that of 10 times the number residing at a distance. Deportment, honesty, caution, and a desire to do right, carried out in practice, are to human character what truth, reverence, and love are to religion. They are the unvaried elements of a good reputation. Such virtues can never be reproached, although the cynical may scoff at them. Let others scoff and sneer. Let them laugh and ridicule as much as they may. A firm, upright, onward course will show the world and them that there is more strength and independence in one forgiving smile than in all the cynical habits of the mean and vulgar. Virtue must have its admirers, and firmness of principle, both moral and spiritual, will ever command the proudest testimonials of the intelligent world, and to the exclusion of every other thing connected with human existence. That character is power, is true in a much higher sense than that knowledge is power. Mind without heart, intelligence without conduct, cleverness without goodness, are powers in their way, but they may be powers only for mischief. We may be instructed or amused by them, but it is sometimes as difficult to admire them as it would be to admire the dexterity of a pickpocket or the eloquence of a con artist. Integrity is the foundation of all that is high in character. Other qualities may add to its splendor, but if this essential requisite be wanting, all their luster fades. Our integrity is never worth so much to us as when we have lost everything to keep it. Integrity without knowledge is weak. Knowledge without integrity is dangerous and dreadful. Integrity, however rough, is better than smooth dissimulation. Let a person have the reputation of being fair and upright in their dealings, and they will possess the confidence of all who know them. Without these qualities, every other merit will prove unavailing. Ask about a person. Are they active and capable? Yes. Industrious, temperate, and regular in their habits? Oh, yes. Are they honest? Are they trustworthy? Well, as to that, I am sorry to say that they are not to be trusted. They need watching. They are a little tricky and will take an undue advantage if they can. Then I will have nothing to do with them, will invariably be the reply. This is why honesty is the best policy, because without it you will get a bad name, and people will avoid you. The world is always in need of people who are not for sale, who are honest, sound from center to circumference, true to their heart's core. People who will condemn wrong in friend or foe, in themselves as well as others, whose conscience is as steady as the needle to the pole. People who will stand up for the right, who can tell the truth and look the world and the devil right in the eye. People who will neither brag nor run, who neither flag nor flinch, who command respect without shouting for it. People in whom the courage of everlasting life runs still, deep, and strong, who do not cry, nor cause their voices to be heard on the streets, who will not quit nor be discouraged. People who know their message and tell it, who know their places and fill them. People who mind their own business, who will not lie, who are not too lazy to work and not too proud to be poor, who are willing to eat what they have earned and wear what they have paid for. It is always safe to trust those who can trust themselves, but when we begin to suspect our own integrity, it is time we were suspected by others. Moral failings always begin at home. Honesty is never gained or lost suddenly or by accident. Moral strength and moral weakness takes possession of us by slow and imperceptible degrees. Therefore shun all base, servile, underhanded, sneaking ways. Part with anything rather than your integrity and honor. Flee from iniquity as you would from a viper's fangs. Avoid corruption as you would the gates of hell. Some there are who are callous to this advice. Some there are who, in steeping to dishonor in business, in driving the immoral bargain, think they have done a clever action. Things are often called by their wrong names. Duplicity is called shrewdness, and wrong-heartedness is called long-headedness. Evil is called good, and good evil, and darkness is put for light, and light for darkness. Well, let it be so. You may be prosperous in your own eyes. You may have realized and envied fortune. You may have your fancy cars and homes, your servants and pageantry. But I'd rather have the shanty home and crust of bread with a good conscience than the stately dwelling or palace without it. There is nothing more sad than to be carried like a vessel away from the straight course of principle, to be left a stranded, outcast thing on the sands of dishonor. A person bolstering themselves up in a position they are not entitled to, whose success is built on swindled capital. Capital. What is capital? Is it what you have? Is it counted by dollars and cents, stocks and shares, by houses and lands? No, capital is not what you have, but what you are. Character is capital. Honor is capital. The most tragic ruin is when character is gone, when integrity is sold, when honor is bartered for a miserable mess of earthly pottage. God save us from a ruin like this. Perish what may, perish gold, silver, houses, lands. Let the winds of misfortune dash our vessel on a sunken rock. But let integrity be our most valued keepsake, the only thing we care to save. The Inspirational Living Podcast is a production of The Living Hour. Transform your life in 30 days with our Majesty Meditation Program. Get 30% off the $11.99 purchase price with the coupon code inspiration. Learn more at livinghour.org/majesty. Thanks for listening. I look forward to talking with you next time.